Morena, atamari e, te whānau. Nau mai ki tēnei pāpā o tangamata ora. Kei konei māua ko te aorangi I tēnei ata te mihi atu nei ki a koutou. This is the first time that te aorangi and I catching up for a wee while. So, morena kia koe, sis.
Atamari, Tams, atamari, koutou rei, wakarongo mai nei, e mātaki mai nei ki tēnei pāpā o mataora hoki, koe nei ngā mihi mai I te muro o te ahi, ki waka urangi nei.
Tuka. Ai, kei kona koe, kei te mura o te ahi, love that. That is absolutely right. Oh my gosh, though, are you all right? How are you?
So,
Kei te pia koe, ko te wānau?
Yeah, kei te pai aho, sis. We're just preparing for the mahi in front of us. So we've got our first lot of cars that have been let into the testing station. I don't know if you can see that. Oh yeah, there they are. So we've got two lines at the moment. We've got a line going along Miranda Street, which runs along the side of the War Memorial car park, and then one on Portia Street too. So people have got here pretty early this morning to get tested. So we're doing the nasal swab testing down here. Ngarewa-Packer Iwi Health Services have popped up the nasal swab testing, and our relations Ngāti Ruanui, they will be popping up in the middle of town, Prospero Place, and they're going to be doing the saliva testing. So yeah, Aotearoa, we've mobilised. We're here in Wakaurangi, and we're here to look after the people.
Boom. Boom, my sis. For those of our whānau who are watching this, you would have heard the news come through late last night. Those of you that are up late or early this morning, you would have woken to the news that there was, I believe, 6 cases of COVID-19, sis, that have been discovered. Can you give our whānau a little bit of an update on the situation, please?
Yes, so yesterday around 1 p.m. we got confirmation that there was another positive reading in the wastewater scheme in Stratford, and then later, of course, in the evening, it's been confirmed that there are 6 cases of COVID-19 in Wakaurangi. One of those cases are in hospital. He's the person, actually I don't know if it's a male or a female, but I know that the person is in hospital being looked after and is doing okay at this point in time. So yeah, it's a family, and our aroha, kei te tuku te aroha ki rato, and yeah, we're just here right now encouraging everybody, please come down and get tested, even if you're asymptomatic and you're not, you're feeling okay, please still come down, and especially if you're feeling unwell. You've got a few options today, so use them. Whānau, use your options that are in front of you.
Thank you so much, sister. Do our whānau need to book in or ring before they come?
No need to book in, whānau. You just walk in at either site, any of the sites, just walk on in. And yeah, just come on down, whānau. There's a little bit of a line at the moment, but once we get our other lane open, people will just start coming through.
Thank you so much. What are some key messages that you want to send out to our whānau today?
Whānau, please stay home if you don't need to be out travelling around at this point in time until we know where this is. We just need everybody to stay home and stay safe unless you need to come out and get tested. Across from us at the TET Stadium, which is literally a drive across the road, you'll also be able to get a vaccination if you need to get your vaccination. But we are encouraging, and that's all of Taranaki whānui, to not do any unessential travel. Stay calm. We've been here before, whānau. This isn't new for us. We all know what we need to be doing. So whatever your whānau plan is, please stick to your whānau plan in regards to keeping your whānau safe. And there's hauora services that you can tap into. So there's us down here, Ngarewa-Packer Iwi Health Services, Central South Taranaki, Ngāti Ruanui, they've got their health clinic as well as Tuiora in the north. Tūtama-wahine too is a part of our whānau order collective. So let's just use the services that we have, plus your own whānau plan, e te whānau. You all know how to keep yourself safe, so ai kia ahuru tonu te noho ne.
You're amazing, my sis. For our whānau who are watching, Te Aorangi's been out there looking after our whānau. and supporting our Ngāti Hine iwi health services to, make sure that our whānau have accessibility to testing and also to vaccinations as well. Can you just give us some kōrero, sis, about the last couple of weeks or the last month pretty much, and what that's been like for you in the whānau?
Yeah, I mean, the Ngarewa-Hine Iwi Health Service, in conjunction with Te Korowai o Ngarewa-Hine, have worked really hard on a solid strategy. And of course, we're working in partnership with our cousins across the river with Ngāti Ruanui. So I think the best thing about it is it's been a collective approach from Aotearoa, fully supported by the rest of our Taranaki relations. There's been good communication, good offerings of tautoko from our other iwi as well. And it's been, I think, getting the results last week, we showed how quickly we can mobilise and how quickly we can stand up whatever we need to stand up, and just how Māori can do it for Māori.
Boom, my sis. Because there was a positive, strong positive test in the wastewater last week. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, there was the kōrero around there was no fragments of COVID-19 in the wai. Yesterday, boom, positive.
Yeah.
And now you've discovered the source.
Yeah, so there was and just to note too, there's been other tests, water testing done around the rohe, and those have come back negative as well. So at the moment, the place where we're at the moment is about containing and testing, seeing where everything is at, and then we move on to the next phase. But at the moment, whānau, just do your thing, stay calm. Let's just be safe and look after each other. Tia kina, aha ko whakaro mo te whiwhi wero, ki te kore rānei, kei te pai tērā he whānau ko tahi tonu tātou. We all just got to work together, whānau.
Oh yeah, thank you, our girl. You've been doing some amazing mahi out there. Just for you watching, Te Aorangi, yes, she is one of our most valued members of Te Korimako Taranaki of our crew, but she also is a part of the iwi leadership, one of our Taranaki iwi leaders as well for Ngāti Hine and for our maunga. So so I'm just sending you all so much love, all of our whānau there, Ngāti Hine, Ngāti Ruanui, and all of our whānau there in Stratford. How is the vibe though with everyone that's living there?
Yeah, I think everyone's just prepared to be responsible, really. Everyone's just prepared to take responsibility for their own health, however they may want to do that, not impede on other people's choices, but to definitely take responsibility for their own whānau and their own homes, and with a really good thought about what's good for the collective. So we've had great support here from the Wakaurangi haupori. Everyone's really working together at the moment, so it's been cool, really choice.
Beautiful, thank you so much. And as always, it's always great to hear from you, mostly just to see you and to know that you're okay, because we worry about you. We know that you're out there and doing the mahi and looking after everybody. I feel like I'm trying to look to see if you're all right.
Let's see. Oh, because you can't see my mouth. My mouth is moving.
Just super worried about you, that's all. And all of our whānau, because I know you and I know you're going to do whatever it takes to make sure everybody else is okay. Sisa Pātai came through, and it was with regards to whether or not you would lock down Wakaurangi.
Oh, hey,
but would you put a border patrol up?
You know me, I'll have it at both ends of Broadway, up Whakamomona and up the top here in Pembroke too, but hey, there's bigger people up there making those decisions than me.
I knew someone was going to ask me that question. Ask Te Aorangi if she's going to lock down Wakaurangi. Yeah, because she's the mayor of Wakaurangi.
I got the power, whānau. No, I don't.
Oh, man. And so all your whānau, they're all well?
Yeah, everyone's good. We made a whānau decision quite early on in the piece that we were going to vaccinate. Didn't come easy for some of us whānau because some of us haven't vaccinated in the past, but we made this decision this time around that we are going to vaccinate for our whānau hapu and iwi. We've got some some of our whānau who are health compromised, and so we had to think of them too. So yeah, we had to make a hard decision on what we were going to do. We're comfortable with it, we're confident, and now it's time for us to do the mahi in our hapori.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Love you to bits. And all of our crew are wrapping our love and support around you as well. And you're just really proud of you on the ground doing the mahi. That's what you do. I know you've been busy this morning with iwi hui leaders, hui as well, and just watching that space and, you know, still being mama and still doing your korimako mahi, and you're just pretty full on, so yeah, e kore me me te puna aru hamo.
Tēnā otira, tēnā koutou katoa. We're all putting in the hard yards, whānau. Doesn't matter what we do, we're all contributing. Nā reira, e mihi ana ki koutou katoa. Ia, ka tuku te aroha hoki ki tō tātou nei whānau o Waitara. Oh, yeah, kei te hotu te manoa i tēnei wā e te whānau nō reira koinei ngā roi mata e māringi tonu ana mo tō tātou nei taonga. Koia rā.
Thank you. Bloody hell. Thank you. No, I love you. I just knew you. Yeah, no, that's you. Hard out. I will be catching up with Whai Debbie shortly as well. It's iwi, those of you watching, our beautiful te aorangi here, doing the mahi out there. I'm just so full of pride for what you're doing. I know it's, you know, mahi nui. And thank you for the acknowledgement to the Wilson and Cream whānau at this time. It's just been a really, really, really tough year for everyone. And then this week, last month, it's been real tough for a lot of our whānau, and I'm sending you love as well to you and your family, who have also lost loved ones, you know. It's been a her of a week. And I know that mahi makes us releases. Get out there and do some mahi to carry on for the day and do the best that we can. Waiting for Whai Deb to come on in. I'm not sure if she's there yet, but because she'll be setting up too. So Te Aorangi and I sort of kei te wakikiki, te wārua anora i te whānau, and to our whanaunga from Ngāti Ruanui join us from the other side of Wakahurangi there. So you're at two separate ends of Wakahurangi, of Stratford at this time?
So we're not far away from each other, but they're set up in town. We're on the back street of town. We're on Miranda Street. We're in between the sports complexes and town. They're in the middle of town at the library, just in front of the library whānau. So they're swabbing, they are saliva swabbing, and I'll let Deb explain more about that. But what I'll say to anyone who's listening at the moment who's thinking they're going to go down there, just really make sure that you haven't eaten, drunk anything, you haven't smoked or vaped early in the morning. Within the last hour, and just check that you haven't brushed your teeth either in the last hour, because it'll compromise the saliva swab. Okay?
Oh, wow. Oh, that's really important information. Thank you. Nō reira, te ahu nei, kāre noa Whai Deb kia hono mai, ki te kōrero ki au, ki te iwi, i tēnei wā. Nō reira peangi, te aorangi, I've got a question for Whai Deb, but I would like to ask you it as well, because Neil Volz actually made a statement, and the question is he being optimistic in his stance when he said that it's the coronavirus or COVID-19 is relatively well contained there in Stratford, being that it is in one family and they are all known to each other? Do you think that he's being relatively, he's saying relatively well contained. Do you think he's being optimistic, and don't you think it should be a bit more urgent, or kei te tika aia, te koro matua?
Oh, definitely optimistic. Definitely optimistic. I mean, you know, I'm not speaking out of turn here when I say we've watched the patterns over, you know, throughout Tāmaki Makaurau, the spread in Te Tai Tokero, Ngā Hoki Mai Anoki Waikato. So yeah, right now we've got a report of one whānau, 6 people. But you know, people out here are coming in to test to make sure that they don't have it. So that tells me that people are very aware of their responsibilities to their hapori to make sure that they don't have it. And it was the same when we stood up these clinics last week. They did the same. So optimism's awesome. You know, we always want to keep positive and all of that, but we got to be realistic too, whānau. We know how this travels. We know how it spreads. We know that we have shift workers in and out of whakaahurangi every single day, doing it for their whānau, making sure they can look after them. So this, this isn't about getting scared and, oh my gosh, what's going on? It's just about being realistic and taking responsibility for your whānau hapua. Optimism, reality is better.
Absolutely. Oh, what an awesome answer. Thank you. Thank you very much, sis. Would you happen to have any additional information from the DHB with their stance and their response to the 6 cases that have been discovered there in Whakaahurangi?
Oh, they're doing what they have to do. The further investigations, the normal stuff, track and tracing, so everybody make sure you use your tracing apps. If you don't want to use your tracing apps, then just write down your they've got the little fold over paper, you chuck it in the ballot box now, so that's an option too. Or keep your own diary yourself, and should you need to access that, then you access that. I mean, for me, I can pretty much track my movements on the daily, because I'm an avid social media user. So if that's you too, if you're on social media all the time, we'll be able to figure out where you were at 10 a.m. yesterday. Or something like that. But yeah, no, the DHB's doing what they have to do. In that regard, they're following their normal procedure.
Boom. Sis, will you be having pop-up clinics popo or on the weekend and next week for Ngaruhine?
Yeah, Ngaruhine, We Health Services, in conjunction with Te Koroa o Ngaruhine, will be popping up again over the weekend. We just have to figure out what our capacity is and what that looks like, but there will be more clinics popping up over the weekend. Yep.
Thank you. Thank you, sis. I know that you're really busy, and I'm holding on to you real tight. Look, I just don't want to let you go, but I know that you want to get on with the mahi that you're doing. But it is really special for our whānau to see you and to hear from you, and send out these messages, especially coming from you there in Whakaahurangi. I know Stratford's very dear to your heart as well. Your whenua taurikura there, mana whenua there in Whakaahurangi. So, it's just appropriate, really, that we're hearing from you this morning, my sis. Thank you so much. Are there any further messages that you'd like to share with our whānau?
Just, kia ahuru ai te noho e te iwi. Just keep safe. We all know what to do. Don't buy all the toilet paper, whānau. Just take what you need. Follow our tūpuna tikanga of looking after ourselves, look after our whenua, and if we're looking after our whenua, we're doing the right thing.
Boom. Love it. Awesome, my sis. Thank you. To our whānau that are tuned in Te Whanganui Ātara. Hey, Kurt. Lots of love to you too, Ngāni. Rawiri, Shedlock, Ngā Mihi, Jolie and Waikato. Hey, we're sending you all love there too. Our cousin, she wrote a message to you and I just before Jolie CP Hummer. I'm just sending you so much love, our beautiful mate, cousin there in Waikato, because we know that there have been cases there in Maniapoto, Waikato country as well. So and thank you, Hineka, as well, sending you so much love to everybody who has written in to Te Aorangi this morning. Thank you so much. She feels the love, we feel the love. And tēnei te mihi atu rā ki a koutou e te iwi e te wānau. Te Aorangi, mau pia e wakakapi ake I tā tāwana e kōrero.
Ana, tēnā tātou katoa koutou kua wakarongo mai nei ki tēnei o ngā ui ki runga I tō tātou nei whētuku manua o Te Korimako Taranaki, kei te tuku te aroha ki koutou katoa. Puta noa ngā uri katoa o Taranaki, o te maunga o Taranaki, puta noa o te whenua nei o Aotearoa. Ai, koinei ngā mihi, mai I te mura o te ahi.
Mai te mura o te ahi. Beautiful, boom. Thank you, my sis. Thank you, te whānau. Nui te aroha ki au ki Auntie Goots.
Ka ki te.
Ka ki te, sis.